Hey everyone, welcome to a transformation video. This is the Iron Factory Primal Commander. And I'm already doing a transformation video for this guy. One, he's a little more complicated than usual Legends Classic figure, and two, the instructions are kind of not great about some stuff. He comes in the robot mode, so I'm going to go from robot to gorilla to jet to armored tank thing to back to robot. So yeah, 4 modes, and it shouldn't take too much, particularly since one of those transformations is actually pathetically easy, but hey. Also like weird. Whatever. So first thing you want to do is gun here. You want to actually, this is part of the transformations. You want to split them apart in 3 pieces. This part right here just tabs in the back, so untab that, and this part right here, this piece tabs in the top of this. So just pull that up, and then take the handle and fold it back down because it will come undone. And just put those off to the side for now, but you'll need those. All right. So on this figure itself, what you want to do is you want to take the arms. Right here, on this hinge, there's multiple hinges here. You want to take this and lower it down on that hinge and do the same on this side. And that's a little not great. And then you want to go ahead and back here, untab these orange bits from the backpack and rotate the whole shoulder section at the blue joint right here all the way up around 180. Like so. You take the backpack and open it up. You probably wind up forcing the guns forward, which is okay. Take the gorilla head out. Take the robot head and just move it down like this. And then go ahead and move this back up like so. And then you want to take this little piece, the back piece of the gun, and it actually tabs into these guns right here. So it actually might be a good idea. Just give yourself room to keep that unfolded, but we'll fold it down. But there's a little slot right there in the gun. I don't know how you can see that, but yeah, there's a little slot. You have to slot into both guns, and it's can be a little bit of difficulty because you're flexing stuff around, etc. And yeah, you're basically flexing plastic around plastic, and that's always a fun time. You tab that in like that, then you bring it down like this, and then you bring the backpack up, and then gorilla head is on an armature. You just bring it up, and it doesn't tab in or anything, but just kind of rests on top of that platform like so. Give myself a little bit better room here. These pieces right here, there's a little slots in the clear plastic here, right there where my fingers point. There's little slots. Those go into these tabs right here on this platform. So you got to angle this up in such a way that they can tab in. So like that. Then you can go ahead and bring the arms down, like so. And then you want to take to rotate into the elbow like that. Then you want to take the fingers, and you'll actually want to uncurl them like so they look like this, and I guess thumb can just come down, but yeah, you want the hand looking more like that. Same on this side, kind of like that, and then we'll go ahead and come back to that later. Down here at the legs, actually first we get the legs. Up here, these pieces right here, these hinge. There's a hinge. They have a pole here and a peg there. Just bring it around and peg it in. It's to lock stuff into place. So it's for how the works. Yeah, bring it in and peg it in, like so, like that. That kind of helps lock things further into place, so you're not accidentally untransforming stuff on the 8 mode. Now come down here at the legs and untab the shin from here. You slide the upper leg down into the lower leg right here, and then there's slots here on the blue piece right there. Those little slots, those go into the tabs, and this tab right here kind of goes up under here, and it's not going to sit the same way as it does in robot mode when you do so. And you'll want to curl it around in such a way you got to have it all lined up exactly right. And then that just kind of sits like that, as far as I can tell. So it sits at more of a. See the difference between the 2 legs there. Do the same thing on this leg. Untab it, slide it down, and try to line that up properly. Because if it's not lined up properly, it's going to look weird. There you go. And then you kind of want to just adjust the legs and the ab crunch here. You want to bring those down as much as kind of a certain way. Just more or less so the bottom of the feet here line up with the knuckles on the hands. Now, here's the thing. And then also adjust the wings as you need to. All the product shots showed it like this, with just the hands fully exposed. The instructions want you to untab the wrist guard things. They want you to untab those, like so, and untab them completely, and then bring it down so this slot right here that my thumb's at goes onto the longer tab. You bring it down, and then you fold up the wrist guard around, and then yep, that comes off kind of easily. I'll talk about that in the review. And then you're kind of partially covering up the hands. That's what they want you to do according to the instructions. But most of the product shots show it still up up higher, which is kind of odd, but whatever. Kind of, I guess, your choice on that one. And we're essentially done at this point. The only thing left to do is taking the rest of the weapon stuff. And you see this tab right here goes into a slot on the backpack like this. Like that, and then this thing right here, there's slots on the sides, you just tab that into the other side of the backpack. And there you go. There's his gorilla mode. Yep, pretty straightforward that. So I'm going to go ahead and take him to the jet mode, which the instructions want you to take him back to robot mode first, then do that, but you don't really need to do that. So it's not actually that much easier. So yeah, go ahead and take these pieces off. Just again, put them off to the side. You want to go ahead and leave these wrist things down, but you want to take the hands here. You want to curl up this thumb. You want to push it back into this thing right here. You can also go ahead and open this up if it's easier. But yeah, curl that thumb up and then curl the knuckles up and then close it back up. You want it like that. You want the hand hidden away. So again, curl the thumb up, curl the fingers up entirely, and then close this back up. You want that. You want to go ahead and straighten out the waist and legs and all that stuff. And then back here, you can see there's little tabs on the tops of the blue part of the leg. There's little slots there, if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. You want those more or less to line up, and also to peg the legs together. Like so, if it will go in properly. Yeah, you want that all locked in. Then here you can take the feet and the toe and curl them up like that. Fold them up. Fold them up. That. Then you can rotate them around, and you rotate the whole waist around like that. And you take these little silver fin bits and tilt those up. And of course they're super stiff, so it can be a little bit of a challenge. But yeah, just tilt those up like so. There you go. Now up here, what you want to do is go ahead and untab the gorilla pecs, I guess. You want to then go ahead and unpeg these side bits. Just leave them on the back. Just unpeg this side bit as well. Move that. And then move this, the backpack back like this. I'm going to take this piece and move it up and out of the way. The head, you want to rotate around like that and bring it down like so. And then pick this black piece up right here. You want to bring that up like that. And then unfold this whole thing and make sure the head goes underneath the black piece there like that. Like so. I'm going to take this, move that wheel down, and then take this little nose cone section right here and get that unfolded. You want to bring the arms, the shoulders up. You want to bring these up, and these clear tabs right here, they just go in these little slots right there on that. So let's go ahead and line those up and peg it in. I take a couple tries to get all of it lined up. Same thing on this side. Line it up, tab it in. Like so. And then you can go ahead and take the gorilla head and fold it back up into the backpack and close that up. Like that. Then what here, you want to take the arms and move them back, and there's a little slot here, which the arm will tab into. Like that. Oop, I'm going to tap that. You also want to rotate the lower arm around, take the wings, move it out, rotate around, and this little bit of the wing, there's a little notch here. You want to angle the arm out, and then as you're doing so, you want to move the wing down into that notch, and it'll kind of hold everything together. Kind of lock these things together, like that. And that's how you want the wings to be adjusted. And do the same thing on this side, except I'm going to go ahead and rotate the arm now. Rotate it back, like this, tab it in, start moving the arm out, tab that in, rotate the wing forward, and then line these up and slide that into that notch in the arm. Like that. Line it all up. Adjustments as necessary. Right. It's mostly done. Oh yeah, I want to take these little silver pieces and move them forward like that. And then you want to take this little black piece right here. You want to take this piece of the gun, and you want it so that, let's see, this bit right here is this little notch thing right here, this little tab thing on the bottom side of this. You want to go ahead and, so that the peg hole's facing downward, you want to kind of put this in here like this and just slide it up in here, and it kind of locks into place and holds stuff together and makes sure enough stuff doesn't move around. And then you take this gun piece right here, and this tab right here will go into this slot right there on the bottom of the nose cone. And make sure that we move the wheel all the way when doing so. And there you go. That's the jet mode. That's the official jet mode. Yes, you can also kind of do the classic arms to straight forward thing for the jet mode if you want. Now, there you go. Now go to the, I guess, tank mode, armored car mode, whatever you call it. They call it the tank mode. You go ahead and remove this gun. Well, actually, get the wheel all the way, remove that gun. Remove this little black piece right here on the file to the bottom. You also want to come up here and remove this gun panel. You want to take that out of there, like that, and you want to reassemble the gun. So go ahead and open that up, tab that in, take this and tab it on the back. And there you go, you fold that up again, and there you go, you got this gun. You want to also take this little peg here and unfold that, like that. The gun's ready. There's actually not a whole lot you have to do here. You want to take the arms out of the, you want to undo that, untab the arms from here and rotate that around. You can leave this, I guess, closed or open, whichever. I'm going to go ahead and close that. Rotate the arms around, and then rotate them here at the bicep, like this. Take the wing and rotate it back like this. Like so. And that's one side done. Then you do the same thing on this side. You unnotch that. You untab the arm from here, rotate it around. I guess you can close that up. Rotate the bicep so the arm is facing forward like this. And then you take this wing and move it back like that. You also want to take the little fins back here and just go ahead and move those down. Move that down like that. Take the nose piece off this and close that up like that. Like the nose piece, and then again, probably you'd have to adjust things a little bit. Make sure it's all lined up. Move that wheel forward if you need to. And then finally, you take the gun. This just pegs into this hole right here. And that's the armored car mode, I guess. The tank mode, whatever you want to call it. And I guess make sure to readjust these. That's the tank mode. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot to jump between the jet and the tank because they're very similar. And yeah, this also means, yeah, you can also just do this for the, if you want, you can do the classic flying jet, the jet version if you want. It's not that difficult. It's pretty much just, involves less steps. Anyway, going back to robot. Go ahead and unpeg this. I'm going to do the legs first. So yeah, take the legs here, unpeg them from each other and remove the tabs from the bottom of the crotch there. Rotate this around at the waist. Rotate the feet around. Rotate the feet around. Uncurl the foot. Uncurl the heel. The toe and the heel both need to be rotated backwards like that. Go on this side. Open that up. And open that up. Just get those lined up. Untab the shin. Slide it up. Straighten this piece out. Bring it up, and now this upper tab will go into this slot up here on there. And that should all lock in right there. There's one leg done. Same thing on this side. Bring that down, straighten out, extend the leg, and bring it up and tab it in. And those are the legs done. Camera's slightly offset. And then up here you want to untab the shoulders from this side thing. Bring this down like this. Bring it down right here. Bring this black thing down. Rotate the head around. Bring it forward. Rotate the arms back and tab these things back into the backpack. Tab the yellow pieces back into the backpack like that. So they're nice and tabbed in, although they're supposed to tab in any which way, but they don't necessarily tab in. But straighten those guns out. Bring the arms down and around. Down and around. Rotate the wings back like that. Rotate the bicep around so the elbows is facing forward. Bring them up on this double hinge. Just bring them up and bring them up. On that scary tight hinge, unfold the wrist guards, untab them, and then once again, just move it up so both tabs now line up with the slots. Like so. Press it in and then curl this up, and these tabs on each side will go into the slots on the side of the arms. Like so. You can also open the hands if you want. Same thing on this side. Open it up. Move it up. Tab it in both tabs, and then curl it up and tab it into the slots on the side of the arms. When this one is weirdly fights me a lot. I don't know why. The one on this side fights a lot. There we go. And there you go. That's the full transformation cycle, if I can get them to stand properly. Yeah. It's not too difficult, just the instructions leave out a couple things, and yeah, there's a couple little, wait, what? I had to kind of figure out what the hell the instructions are talking about, because I just skipped over a couple steps. But yeah, pretty straightforward transformation, but nothing too difficult, but just a couple weird little, didn't expect that based off the instructions. But yeah, so check out the review. I'll be talking about the figure more in depth there. So see you there.